Lopez. Hello, and thank you so much for assisting us on the first of many appearance dito ng V-Cup dito sa ating venue, West Rembo Complex. Thank you so much, Mr. Liebes, Barangay Captain. And of course, going back to our discussion, tuloy mo yung sinasabi mo, Coach.
Yeah, you can see the familiarity of JC2. No? So you can see they think they came here prepared, no, and then that's how Coach Noy Pido, would always try to organize his team well, and he would like his teams will always will run the system.
And of course, I've noticed some of the players, si kararati lang, nakita ko kanina si Jeff Gonzalez, he just arrived, but he might play in a few minutes as he just warm up. But another factor dito sa JC2 is that they forced Tito Rex to 4 turnovers.
That's true, no? You can see again the good display of defense for JC2. Their defensive adjustments, no? They've been rotating well, but again, no, I'm sure, no, with Tito Rex, they have veteran players. Now, looking at the next 5 of Tito Rex, these are veteran players. Very, these are intelligent players now inside for Tito Rex. We have Paulo Orbeta. Okay.
Boss Joel Yuga.
Yes,
Joseph Yuzon, Yusuf Luabad.
Yes, true. And these are good guards. So I think this can now compete with the speed.
Ayun, pinalitan na si Luabad, si Job Gonzalez na nandyan.
I know he's in.
But going back, Coach Viz, if you're a coach of Tito Rex, what adjustments they need to do right now?
Well, of course, I have to, work on our transition defense, try to make some stops. Because again, JC2 is, trying to push the tempo of the game.
All right, we start out in the second quarter for continued coverage of V-Cup. In the meantime, Boss Joel Yuga, one of the team owners of Tito Rex, Job Gonzalez, left wing, shot clock at 9 seconds. Job Gonzalez tumbles, and this is a fast break opportunity for the White Shirts, and they consummate.
Good defense displayed now by JC2. They're playing really, they're playing like college players, Ryan, no? Nakikita mo, man-to-man, having good ball pressure, and that's what's causing Tito Rex some turnovers.
And this is what bench points that you're talking about, Coach Viz. The bench points is now playing once again a hat trick for JC2.
That's true, no? Looking again with the last game, no? JC2 having 55 points, bench points.
Yes, that's right. 55 bench points.
Yeah.
In the meantime, a failure on the jump shot for Tito Rex. Couldn't be a nice save, but the ball goes out. Babalik ang bola sa Tito Rex.
Sayang, no? Almost almost a stop, no?
All right, the scores. It's 28-16. Just almost a minute gone by in the second period. Here comes Paulo Orbeta. Paulo with a turnaround. Fourth shot. It's a failure. Job Gonzalez will be called for the loose ball foul.
You can see the defense of JC2, very organized. Kita mo yung rotation nila.
Yeah.
And that's really Coach Noy Pido is also a defensive coach.
In the meantime, only a few turnovers. That's the second turnover of JC2. And the ball goes back to Tito Rex. Again, Tito Rex still trailing by 12, 16-28. Exactly 8 minutes and 41 on quarter number 2. Here's Paulo Orbeta. Paulo, right wing. Pick provided by Joel Yuga. Baseline. Jump shot for Paulo. Good.
That's what I'm saying. You have talented players like Paulo Orbeta. Paulo is in good shape, no? Aside from playing basketball, I know he's also playing other sports, no? Like I think flag football, I think,
yeah.
or imagine football.
Palagi ko quarterbacker yan.
Yeah, parang yung condition ni Paulo Orbeta, parang hindi 40s eh.
No, he's like 20s.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Yuzon fails as he's lost the ball of that fall away. 7:56 remaining, the baseline there wanted. Almost a turnover. He's swinging around to the right side. So that's 2 straight turnovers, and the good thing about Tito Rex, hinigpitan nila ang depensa on the baseline.
That's true. It cost JC2 miscommunication that time, no?
All right, that's the head coach of JC2 Slashers. 7:43 remaining. There's Paulo. Left wing. Goes left. That drive is thwarted. It was rejected, but there's contact upstairs. It's going to be a foul. And JC2 players can't believe it.
Yeah, that time it was good penetration by Paulo Orbeta. You can see yung first step niya still very quick, no?
You can tell Paulo Orbeta, a former St. Benil Blazer. Kapanahunan niya si Sunday Salvacion.
That's true.
They have an NCAA title in 2000. It makes the first free throw.
I know Paulo Orbeta, aside from being athletic, is also known to be a very, very intelligent and smart player, no? So, JC2 has to be careful with Paulo Orbeta.
At that time, and it's going to be a foul upstairs, says the referee. It's going to be the first personal of one of the co-owners of Tito Rex, Boss Joel Yuga. And it will be what? Active shooting or non-shooting foul? It will be active shooting probably. Pero the referee is telling the moppers na merong wet spot sa loob. Again, going back, coach, no, napansin natin na humigpit ang depensa ng Tito Rex. Apart from the shooting, apart from the distribution of points, ano pa kailangan nilang gawin?
Well, I think, Tito Rex has to, also execute their offense well. JC2, kitang-kita niyo how they execute their defensive patterns. Napakaganda, very organized, no? So I think Tito Rex has to be patient, no? Also to execute their offensive patterns.
All right, the lead is 12 for JC2, 30-18. Let's show it, Yuga. Shot clock 14, another pushing foul. And guess what, Coach Miss? Things get a little bit physical. Nandito
Yes.
na yung sinasabing kulang method ng mga players.
Yes. And again, this is the game plan of Tito Rex. You can see in the first quarter, they're trying to pound the ball inside. A lot of physicality happening inside the paint.
Speaking of physicality, Job Gonzalez pass to Joel Yuga in vain, almost had the basket. But once again, JC2 Slashers, that's their third straight turnover this quarter.
Yes, this will hurt JC2, no? Na mga unforced turnovers this quarter, medyo they have been very careless sa ball, no? And you can see Coach Noy Pido is already talking to his bench, no?
Well, you see his appearance earlier, Coach Noy Pido, very strict about defense and ball distribution. But so far, Tito Rex slowly but surely counter that with the offense of their own. Paulo, three-pointer. It's no good. And a rebound control for the white shirts. JC2 30, Tito Rex 18. Time remaining 6:44. We have a foul on the fast break.
Again, JC2 trying again to push the ball, trying to score on a fast break. And I think this is what Tito Rex has to, talk about mamaya sa halftime, how to stop itong fast break attempts ng JC2.
Of course, later on at halftime, we're going to have the halftime report. We will dissect everything about the field goals and also the distribution of points and other important statistics. Mamaya, iatid sa inyo ni Coach Wiz. In the meantime, Pedroso split the charities and the lead is 12. 6:35, quarter number 2. Galvez, right wing. Galvez sizing up, drives. Galvez lost it, but that's a tap. And again, JC2 players, they need to be not so emotional, huh?
Yes, I always remind my players, I just have to continue playing, no? Do not mind some breaks of the game. These are breaks of the game, so you should understand that.
And that's what you call emotional character. Easy. Easy lang.
Tama.
31-19. Job Gonzalez with a three-point bomb explosion. And just like that, the lead is down to 9, 31-22. JC2 calls a timeout. Okay, back. Let me correct myself. The official score is 31-24. A warning scored by the rep to JC2 Slashers for improper bench decorum. Again, sinasabi ko, Coach Biz, kailangang maging kalmado tayo.
That's true, no? And of course, I understand, no? JC2, of course, yung kanilang opinion with the calls. But, I think JC2 has to go back and concentrate playing the game.
In the meantime, fast break opportunity for Tito Rex. Joke misses the layup. Kind of fast break for the white shirts. There's Pedroso attacking, and that is a foul on the rail by Galvez.
Again, fast break attempts of JC2. No, this will hurt Tito Rex. No, they had to solve this. They had to work on their transition defense, especially.
All right. In the meantime, it's 5 minutes and 41 seconds. JC2, the lead is down to 7. It's Pedroso. Can't shoot. Goes left. Shot clock at 12. Back to Pedroso outside of the right wing. That's a 25-foot on its way. Bullseye!
Very impressive. JC2's 3 points percentage, it's very impressive, no? Makita mo talagang una good ball movement and accurate shooting for JC2.
While there's a foul, counter natin sa 3-point shots, Coach Biz. 6 3-pointers for JC2, only 3 for Tito Rex.
Wow, that's high, no? And I think, Tito Rex has to, talk about that maybe in the halftime. Kasi sayang, they're doing a run.
All right, of course, here in V-Cup, we applied the possible substitution only the first 2 quarters. Now, every 5 minutes, we have 5 new players on the floor, Coach.
It's a mandatory substitution, and this is a good format, no? Ako, I agree, no, with this kind of league. Na everybody will have a chance to play and showcase their talents, no? And masaya makikita mo all legend players seeing in action again.
Absolutely right, Coach Chavez, and we have a good sized crowd here. The people piling up here at the West Rembo Community Center. We are at the JP Rizal here in Taguig City. Lou Abad. Lou right down the middle. Ball was lost. Floyd from the left wing. Bingo.
You cannot leave Floyd Dedicatoria that open, no? Sa MPBL nga, mga bata, nahihirapan pa sa kanya. No?
Tinatawag na diskarte.
Yes.
34-26. And speaking of diskarte, Ira Boyko prevails.
Good pass inside, no? Again by Shera. Sa mga veteranong players. Veterano talaga.
Of course, Ira also played in Bakabansa Basketball League. Also a former Mapua Cardinal. Ang daming Mapua dito. Ito, Puliete versus Ira. Pareho Mapua.
Yes.
In the meantime, fast picking the words for JC2. Can they extricate? No, they don't. Floyd with a tap from behind. So that time, Coach, good transition defense by Tito Rex.
Yes. Sayang lang, they were not able to capitalize that. No, they were leading by numbers, pero I think extra pass should do.
4 minutes and 15, second quarter. Here it comes, the white shirts of JC2. They're leading by 10. On the left wing, there's a little sort of picks. 8 to shoot for a shot off the glass.
Wow. That was a difficult shot. And again, you can see the ball movement of JC2. Very patient with the ball, no? And you can see Coach Pido. Coach Noy Pido is very happy with that play.
All right. 3-pointer on its way. Not this time around. Battle for the rebound. Floyd Dedicatoria. You can see it coming, Coach. Once Floyd Dedicatoria explodes, mahirap pigilan.
That's true. That's why I was telling kanina. You cannot leave Floyd Dedicatoria alone, no? He can play inside and outside.
And so far, Coach, every time na nagka-comeback dito ang Tito Rex, laging may panagot ang JC2, ha?
Yes, that's true. No, and again, you see, JC2 kasi is playing good transition defense somehow. Tito Rex, medyo they cannot capitalize their fast break points. No?
But in the meantime, Floyd Dedicatoria with the charities. Our exact score is 38-27. Time remaining is 3:31 in the second period. Been provided by Boyko. Here it comes again. That's another drive to the basket. That time a jump shot was not made. And the rebound controlled by Floyd. Back dribble by Floyd, but that time intercepted on the rear. Here's Shera. Shared earlier with the acrobatic shot. Rather, it's Sadim, I'm sorry. Here comes Ira. Ira with 18-footer off the glass.
Everything is going in for JC2. You know, but makita mo, again, this is a result of good ball movements. That's why, you know, players gets an open look.
And speaking of shooting, Romeo Puliente, that is the 4th triple of Tito Rex as compared to 6 for JC2. But the score still stands at 40-30. Almost a turnover there. Shera, right wing, back dribbles against Puliente against 3 defenders. Side table, wrap-around pass. Boyko almost scores.
Oh, wow. That should have been a great play. Sayang
In the
lang.
meantime, Abad, and here comes the press. They break the press against Castro. J.R. Castro also part of AAP Cavaliers. Whoops, turnover. I think, Coach, itong Tito Rex, medyo hard press sila dahil tumitindi ang depensa ng JC2.
Yes, you can see the, again, you know, JC2 really established their defensive patterns. Kita mo talagang they know what to do eh. All players knows where to go. They really, you know, kagad react.
Getting the act together on both ends. Oh, look at that. What a second quarter shooting by JC2.
Yes, you can see again, good ball movement, looking for your open teammate, and making those open shots.
Santa Maria double team puts it up. There's going to be 2 free throws for Erwin. The only way Tito Rex to chop down this deficit is to force JC2 to fouls.
Yes, that's true. And again, since first quarter pa lang, you can see ang Tito Rex, Ryan, they're trying to pound the ball inside, trying to get some inside points, and you know, again, with their height, no? Gandang advantage sila ng Tito Rex ang height.
That is an excellent observation, Coach. In the meantime, Erwin scores the first of 2 free throws, also former Mapo Cardinal. Of course, they have championships, 1 title of Tito Rex in SLA, but they have 2 runner-ups on the next 2 seasons. Erwin completes both, and our official count is 42-32. Exact time remaining is 1:37. We're under 2 minutes before we call it halftime. Here's Shera. That's a marquee matchup against Abad. Shera, right wing, shot clock at 9. Bone-crunching pick there by Boyko. Sadim for the shoot. Sadim forces his way. 2 seconds on the shot clock. He needs to put it up. And the rebound by Abad off the base. Nice pitch, nice catch. Santa Maria block. Boy, what defensive stats by JC2, Coach.
Yes, good defense that time for the Firewire. Nakita mo, they were patient during that time, challenging every shot.
In the meantime, 1:10 remaining. Tito Rex needs to talk things over. They are down by 10. Action resumes right here at the West Rembo Community Complex in Taguig City. Let me take a look at some of our Facebook greetings. Hello to Peng Jimenez, Mami Tick, Delia Bansali, and Jeff Longares. Some of our Facebook viewers. Again, live po tayo sa V-Sports official Facebook page. Like and share. In the meantime, after the timeout, Tito Rex, nice pass to Derek Antonia, but he lost it almost, and he hit his name is very, very hurt.
Yeah, he got hit, no? I think he got hit hard.
Floyd is okay. Mukhang okay naman siya. Bigla siya bumagsak, coach.
That was a good
42-32.
play, no? That was a good play. Well executed.
A minute and 6 remaining in the second quarter. The score is 42-32. For JC2, hindi pa natin masasabing money in the bank because anything can happen, but there will be a warning for Tito Rex for improper bench decoro. So parehos na sila, coach. Improper bench decoro.
Yes.
This is an emotional game,
Yes,
coach.
yes. You can see both teams. Talagang emotions are getting high for both teams. But it's nice to see, it's because of the competitiveness of both teams, no?
And this is just the first game. We still have a main game later on. In the meantime, fast break works for the white shirts. Sadim, nice pass!
Wow. Again, fast break points for JC2. This is hurting the Firewire.
And JC2 keeping Firewire at bay. Duaban with a drop pass. Dedicatorio unprepared and lost it. Just as that. Once again, another transition play for the white shirts. Shera thought about it. Decides to go for the runner.
Great floater that time. Jay Shera.
All right, we have 4 seconds differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It's 46-32. Fuliente lost his touch from 3-point region. And JC2 can write the last sentence of the second quarter. Shera says, let's slow down. Ubus oras. Game clock down to 6, down to 5, down to 4, down to 3. He prepares his move against Luaban. 1 second to go. Jackknife move. Oh!
Almost made the shot. Jay Shera.
And folks, after 24 minutes of playing time, we found the JC2 slasher.